give you a reason to put on something pretty, and we can drink cocktails and stare into each other's eyes and probably make out all night.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So cringy. How did I not see that this was like a fuck boy? How did I like this guy? Hey, a hand around your neck is a hand around your neck. If it comes from a fuck boy, what the heck?
Don't cheat. It's done. And it'll always come back to bite you.
I know everything. I will always know everything. So will everyone else now.
We're gonna talk about Sunny. Sunny is a self-proclaimed nerd and nice guy. He lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, is a core member of this comic book podcast,
Come on, man.
claims to do a little PI work as a side hustle in addition to being a beverage developer. A good start. After 6 years in New York City, I decided to move to Phoenix, Arizona. I feel like it's time for a change of pace, and so I downloaded Bumble Premium to use travel mode to look for new connections in Phoenix. And Sunny was also using Bumble Premium to look for connections outside of Nevada. Why? We'll get to that in a little bit. We matched, and there was an instant attraction, which led us quickly over to texting. And this is where things got a little weird. As a self-proclaimed nerd, Sunny gave off this gentle, goofy, down-to-earth energy, and we connected. We messaged back and forth for a few days, exchanging voice memos, when it all came to an abrupt stop. His reasoning was, he didn't want his cousins up in his business. He mentioned he won big on Dogecoin and spent his earnings on buying a house to provide stability for his mother after his dad passed away, which instantly touched me. We planned a FaceTime, for which I took off work, and grew increasingly frustrated when he tried to call me 2 hours later. From, I might add, a dark, empty parking lot. Prior to the call, he sent me this video.
Just currently waiting. Can I get some time in? I'm probably just gonna go grab a drink, but even if so, I got this bad boy in. What's up? Let me get some time in.
And sadly, it worked. He almost immediately disarmed me with compliments and banter. He began to suggest dates when we could meet up. He mentioned that he couldn't get away from work for the dates that he had suggested, and that I should come out to Vegas for a staycation. This time frame worked for me because I had other business in Vegas, a new lead that I'm following for an upcoming episode. By the end of the call, I had purchased a ticket to Vegas. When I sent my flight confirmation, Sunny insisted that he would take care of the staycation, he called it. I was just so confused. How could you own a home you live in, and yet your nosy cousins are determining when you can freely communicate with me? Sus. Sunny discovered my TikTok persona. I usually keep this to myself, but for the purpose of context, I work from home as an online dominatrix, and I share wild interactions that I have with my clients. And I post videos where I out abusers.
I am one of an increasing number of people who have been victimized by accused serial rapist and abuser Jonathan Michael Holmes.
His tone quickly changed from being very excited to disappointed in me for hiding this as he was speculating my authenticity. Funny that he would say that. I was extremely confused by this turn of events, as I had a pending staycation with money, time, and energy invested into meeting Mr. Sunny California. That's one of his handles, by the way. After talking in more detail about my TikTok personality, we began discussing intimacy, at which point I requested an STI screening. Suffice to say, he lost it. Maybe when I was younger, I might have accepted this reaction, but now we're in our 30s and there's no excuse for this kind of behavior. The conversation went cold, and this is when I decided to dig. Sunny had covered his tracks well enough to make the investigation cumbersome. Private Instagram accounts, multiple aliases, and yet within 48 hours, I knew everything. Don't be a tough guy and mess with the big dogs. Woof. Sunny had insisted on sending dozens of photos back and forth instead of exchanging social medias, because it was more personal. This is the type of thing that someone will say if they have secrets. Many of Sunny's pictures were time-stamped and geo-tagged. In the photos where he looked the most relaxed and at home, they shared the same location. So another Google search of the property led to the Street View images that matched the background of a photo that he sent me from this address. I matched his neighbor's windows to the background of this photo to confirm the exact location since the homes had similar construction. Now, why would a sweet, trusting person like myself go to all this effort for a guy that I've never met? Well, one thing to remember about me is that I always know when something's off, but out of just curiosity and a need to know the truth, I often ignore red flags. After discovering multiple women spread throughout Denver, Phoenix, and Las Vegas who had matched with Sonny within the last year and had shared some shady experiences with me, I had one missing piece that I needed to find out before I confronted him: the girlfriend. All the red flags were pointing to a man in a committed relationship, matching with women far from home to enable his infidelity. A couple of days went by. Saturday, August 26th. After not hearing from Sonny for several days, I went on to Bumble and discovered that Sonny was using travel mode to look for Box in Denver. Anger I felt pushed me to confront him. "You're not keeping it 100 with me either," I said, which is when he snapped, sending me paragraph after paragraph of condescending gaslighting. And then I mentioned Denver, at which point he said, "I'm going to Denver to bury a friend who overdosed because his family won't do it for him." You know, naturally I understood because every time I go to a funeral, I'm always looking to get lucky. Then I threw out the girlfriend card, and his responses became panicky. He called me shortly after this and spent an hour on the phone berating me and trying to flip the situation into painting me as a ratchet drama queen who was just hellbent on causing him discomfort and doing the most. I played along and apologized profusely and asked if we could start over. This gave me a little extra time to find the girlfriend. The next morning, I typed his address into a background checking site and found additional tenants. Not only was he not listed as the owner, but there was a 30-year-old woman who was also on the lease with him with a different last name. And he had done a very good job of hiding her existence from prying eyes. The catalyst? A quick Facebook friends search provided pictures of this woman, which led to an Instagram account that was following none other than his very own comic book podcast. The woman on the lease also had an active phone number, and I did not hesitate to use it. That anxiety-inducing few minutes after sending the "hey girly" text is a feeling that I'm used to. "Who's this?" I got back. Then as soon as I could answer with, "I've been chatting with Sonny," she called me. "Tell me everything," she said. That night, she packed her bags while she was on the phone with me, expressing shock and gratitude, and receiving the closure that she needed to get out. Not long after, Sonny called me. "Why did you do this?" I didn't want to give him airtime, but I'm always hopeful that there's a little more to the story and give the person a chance at redemption. He spent an hour telling me that I didn't care about what happens to him next and the impact that this could have on his life if I exposed his deceit, even going so far as to allude to unaliving himself and placing the blame on me for being the person to bring him accountability. I advised that he call a close guy friend if he was feeling this way and reminded him that he had family members who cared about him. After hearing all the crap I could take about him cheating on his girlfriend because his dad died,
Time to embrace. Damn you, Roger. Time to refrain. Roger. Oh! Oh! Damn you, Roger! Damn it! Damn you! So that no man.
I ended the phone call. When liars get caught, they will often flip to placing blame on a traumatic life event. So, Sonny, if you're seeing this, I hope you enjoyed the last few weeks of uncertainty in whether or not I was going to expose this behavior. I believe that if people act in a way that hurts others, their actions deserve to be called out. Cheating is a selfish and abusive practice that often leads the victim into years of insecurity, paranoia, fear. These things can be debilitating for somebody that's searching for stability in a relationship. Please do not harass or seek out Sonny or anyone connected with him. The purpose of this video is to bring shadowy acts into the light and provide accountability so that maybe, just maybe next time, you'll use your words, end things with your partner like an adult. Don't cheat, it's done, and it'll always come back to bite you. Bye, Sonny.
I hate it. 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 I hate it so much. So cringy. How did I not see that this was like a fuck boy? How did I like this guy? I'm lonely.
Aww.
My muffin hasn't been touched in ages.
Yesterday.
Oh, well, that was
Oh,
it wasn't touched for long enough.